Notes on my fellow Majorat. Akthanikos. This is an individual who has not been seen since before the God Wars, but his presence is still felt on Gilanor. He was thought to be loyal to Zeros. Akthanikos has re-emerged. Apparently, he and Inakra were engaged in a continual struggle for thousands of years. He still lives those outdated Zerosian ideals. I just don't get it. I know Zeros freed us from the desert god, but he'll never understand the path of chaos. If Akthanikos can be caught, he could be a good choice for a sacrifice soon. Azenadra, a powerful adversary and Zeros' champion, has been contained since the early God Wars. We have not dared free him for the ritual yet. We should do so soon, while the numbers of the Zamourakian faction are still high enough to handle him. Bilrock. Bilrock is of average power for our kind. He seems willing to go along with what I suggest, so he will be useful for now. Inakra, another who has not been seen since before the God Wars, but whose presence is still felt. She would seem to be the only surviving female Majorat left on this plane. If we could find her, she could be the key to our continued survival here. Well, Inakra has re-emerged at last. She reported to us that she had been in a continual struggle with Akthanikos all this time. She has spurned my offer to sire more of our race. She came out with some nonsense about her feelings being for Zamorak. What have feelings got to do with anything? This is about our continued survival here. Pah! Women. Haziel, one of the Zamorak-aligned faction, a worthy warrior. Generally, I'd consider Haziel an ally. Haziel seems to be gaining in power. He has gained many followers and much territory. Disaster has struck for Haziel. Saradomin-worshipping human filth have conquered his territory and put him in a state of torpor. The question is, will his followers be able to revive him before the next ritual? Jalan, one of the weakest of our race. He did not even dare attend the last ritual, so he will be even weaker now. I'm ashamed to even call him a Majorat. Khazard. Khazard is the youngest of our race on Gilanor. He was born towards the end of the God Wars, shortly before the death of his mother, Palkira. Under Haziel's tutelage, he is becoming a force to be reckoned with. This young Majorat is proving adept at manipulating weak-minded humans. As such, he has built up a sizable territory and following. Karshai, a Majorat of merely average power, generally has kept himself out of trouble by going along with the majority, but with no specific close allies, he could be in danger at some point. Strangely, Karshai has disappeared. I did not think him so weak that he would be one of the Majorat who chose to miss the last ritual. Maybe I overestimated him. Lamistrad, a fairly weak Majorat. I don't like him much, though like most of us these days, he is at least Zamorak-aligned. Could be the next one we choose to lose the next fight. Well, he failed to turn up this time. Guess he knew he was in trouble. Haha, what do you know? The sniveling weasel tunneled into my basement. He's my prisoner now. Well, it's an easy decision to make him the next sacrifice, and my fellow Majorat seem happy to go along with me on this one. Lamistrad terminated in Gilanor's 16th ritual. Lucian. Lucian is a powerful mage, and my cousin. I trust him at least as much as any of the others, which still isn't very much. Lucian seems to be getting very powerful of late. Lucian is now getting exceedingly powerful. I'd love to know how. I guess I should try to be nice to him for a bit. Mizark. Mizark is rather weak and has no particular allies. He seems an easy target for the sacrifice. Mizark terminated in Gilanor's 15th ritual. Ralvash. An individual of average power. He's an ugly fellow. I think his eye sockets are too close together. Ralvash terminated in Gilanor's 17th ritual. Sliske. One of the more powerful of our number. Sliske has particularly strong shapeshifting capabilities and powers over shadows. I would love to catch this guy, but he's a slippery fellow. Wahistitel, a Majrad of average power, keeps to himself mostly. Rumors are that he may have Zerosian sympathies. That would be a fun rumor to spread. The more the others have reason to distrust each other, the better. Zemouragal, this is me. I am amazing.